Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. NFL Sunday action. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Minnesota Vikings, and it's going to be Bryan Leonard's video best bet. Bryan, I got to tell you, how bad was last week's loss by the Kansas City Chiefs? I don't know. Which one do you think's worse? The fact that they blew an 11-point lead at home, or the fact that they only scored 17 points against this Bear defense that had been getting torched all year?
Or C, losing your best player to injury for the rest of the season. And I think that's a major blow for this Kansas City team. You know, coming into the season, Minnesota is one of those teams that a lot of people were betting on. They really liked them. And then after the first week, when they went into San Francisco got up to one game to prove everybody. Monday Night Football, yep. Everybody's forgotten about Minnesota since then.
Which is a good point. Don't base everything off of seeing one TV game.
Correct. And you take a look at Kansas City. They come into the year, they're a team, they're a very good team. Denver's got the quarterback, Peyton Manning, on his last legs. Denver's defense is supposed to be really good. Their offense, some struggles. Kansas City really thinks they got a chance to win this division. Now they're 1-4 after losing at home to the Chicago Bears, who everybody had already written off. And not only that, you lose your best player. They're in a division where Denver is undefeated right now. That's got to be heartbreaking for Kansas City.
Absolutely. And their season, I think, really where it started to unravel, if you look back, is that Thursday night game that they blew the huge lead, to Denver. They had Denver on the ropes, and all of the things that you were saying, their goals and everything going in, a Thursday night primetime game, you beat Denver Broncos, that legitimizes you to the public, to yourself, the confidence that you have that we can finally beat Peyton Manning. And what happens, Peyton takes him down on a miraculous drive at the end of the game where we're already, writing him off because he was horrible in the game. Let's be honest. Until the final, few minutes of that game, his throws didn't have any zip on him. He turned the ball over. Kansas City had him dead to rights, and they let him off the hook. And then the fumble by Jamal Charles right at the end of the game that let them have the go-ahead touchdown. You thought we were headed to overtime, and instead the shocking loss.
Yeah, even Peyton Manning, you looked at his face, and that was a gift. That was a gift for the
Merry
Denver
Christmas.
Broncos, and it's gone downhill from there. And Andy Reid's been an excellent coach when he's gone on the road. His against the spread records have been terrific, but he's always had good defenses, and I'm not so sure this Kansas City defense is in that same category. Offensively now, you've got a quarterback that has always been a game manager.
He's been a dinker and a dunker.
Yeah, he's not a guy that's going to throw the ball down the field. I know all these stats have been talking about touchdowns by the wide receivers. Finally broke that this year. But now they're back to the point where they don't have the running game to make up for the lack of a passing game. I think it's going to be tough for Kansas City to score the rest of the season.
Going to go ahead and make it your best bet?
I will make it my best bet here. I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings. Lions gone up since it came out, and I think that makes a lot of sense. It was 3.5. It's up to 4 now. I still like Minnesota. This is a game here where I think Minnesota's a little bit underrated because they have not had that big commanding win over an elite team. But I think Minnesota at this point, they're still in it for the NFC. They still have playoff aspirations. Kansas City, I think they're done. And so we're getting a team now has to go on the road here and play Minnesota, playing in hostile environment. And I'll lay the points. I thought it was cheap, even at 4. It's a cheap number.
And you're also catching Minnesota off a bye week.
And we are extra time to prepare. You're correct.
All right, there it is. Bryan says to go ahead and take the Minnesota Vikings, lay the 4 points. Hey, don't forget, you can get $10 off any package this weekend at WagerTalk.com. Just use coupon code MATT in the number 10. That's MATT in the number 10, and you'll get $10 off. Good way to spend that $10. Check out Bryan Leonard's weekend all-access package. He's been killing it the last couple weekends. You'll get all of his plays Thursday through Monday for $69. All right, we'll be back with another video here at WagerTalk.com.